On March 10, 2024, the 96th Academy Awards will be taking place, and this year 6 Canadians have been nominated for Oscars. In this video, we'll explore this year's Canadian nominees and past Academy Award winners for Best Actor and Actress in Leading and Supporting Roles. This year's Canadian nominees are Best Actor in a Supporting Role in the movie Barbie, Ryan Gosling. Ryan hails from London, Ontario. He was previously nominated for Best Actor in a Leading Role twice, once in 2006 for Half Nelson, and in 2016 for the film La La Land. Gosling rose to prominence at the age of 13 on Disney Channel's The Mickey Mouse Club from 1993 to 1995. He continued working in children and teen productions until age 19, when he switched to more serious roles. Among his many accolades, Ryan has received 3 Academy Award nominations, 2 British Academy Film Award nominations, 1 Golden Globe Award from 6 nominations, and 6 Screen Actors Guild Award nominations. Nisha Pahuja for Best Documentary Feature for the film To Kill a Tiger. Nisha is an Indian-born Canadian filmmaker based in Toronto. This writer, artist, director was introduced to film through studying English literature, working in social services, and through working as a documentary researcher.
क्या हमारे देश के बुनियादी ढांचे में कोई कमी तो नहीं?
जानते हैं ना, आपके गांव में एक घटना घटा है जिसमें एक 13 साल की बच्ची के साथ बलात्कार हुआ है।
तो लड़का या लड़की की कोई तो दो करना नहीं रहे।
The emotional broken things are more difficult, but we try to make the instrument part as good as it can be.
That's why this is not just a repair shop.
I'm gonna find a way to make music my career, my passion.
You're smart, you're strong, go fight for what you want.
Ben Proudfoot is nominated for Best Documentary Short for The Last Repair Shop. Ben won last year's Oscar in the same category for the film The Queen of Basketball. He was born in Halifax and won several international magic competitions in his youth before attending film school at the USC School of Cinematic Arts. He launched his own film production company, Breakwater Studios, in 2012. Best Live Action Short nominee Vincent René Lortie for the film Invincible. Vincent is a Canadian film director and screenwriter from Montreal. He has twice been nominated for Juno Awards.
And I went into Concordia University where I studied film production for 3 years. And that's where I really kind of, I built some very strong friendships with actually people that worked on Invincible.
Montreal film director Vincent René Lortie and his team are headed to the 96th Annual Academy Awards with their film Invincible nominated for Best Live Action Short. Inspired by a late childhood best friend, the film recounts the last 48 hours in the life of a 14-year-old boy.
Robbie Robertson, a posthumous nomination for Best Original Score in Killers of the Flower Moon, and the film is dedicated to him. Jamie Royal Robertson, known as Robbie, was a Canadian musician with a long career in the industry as a singer, songwriter, actor, narrator, and composer. He was the lead guitarist for Bob Dylan in the 1960s and 70s and the songwriter for The Band. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Canadian Music Hall of Fame as a member of the band, and in Canada's Walk of Fame with the band and on his own. He collaborated with Martin Scorsese in many films since the 1980s, outsourcing music and writing scores, including Killers of the Flower Moon. Best Original Screenplay nominee is Celine Song for the film Past Lives. Celine is a Korean-Canadian director, playwright, and screenwriter based in the United States. She moved to Markham, Ontario when she was 12. She attended Queen's University in Ontario for her undergraduate degree and studied psychology before receiving her MFA in playwriting from Columbia University in New York in 2014. We'd like to wish all the best to our Canadian Oscar nominees in this year's Academy Awards. The Academy Awards were first presented in 1929 by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, located in Beverly Hills, California, to recognize achievement in the film industry. Winners receive a gold-plated statuette, commonly called an Oscar. There are 24 categories, and the Academy also presents scientific and technical awards, special achievement awards, and honorary awards, although those are not necessarily awarded annually. To be eligible for an award in a given year, a film must be publicly exhibited for paid admission for at least 1 week at a commercial theater in Los Angeles in that year. Exceptions to this rule include foreign language films, which are submitted by their country of origin and need not to have been shown in the United States. Documentaries and short films have different eligibility requirements and are officially submitted by their producers, and music awards require the musical artist to file a submission form. Only members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences may nominate and vote for candidates for the Oscars, and the nominees in each award category are chosen by the members of their peers. The design of the Oscar is a knight standing on a reel of film and holding a sword on a pedestal base. It is credited to Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, that's MGM, art director Cedric Gibbons. The statuette stands 13.5 inches tall and weighs 8.5 pounds. The actual origin of the name Oscar is unknown, though 3 different people have claimed to have given the statue its nickname. And now we're on to the Canadian Award winners from previous years. Best Actor in a Leading Role. It only took 93 years for a Canadian to finally win this award, though there were 8 previous nominations. The winner was Brendan Fraser for the 2022 film The Whale.
Do you ever get the feeling people are incapable of not caring? People are amazing.
Brendan Fraser is a Canadian-American actor with dual citizenship. His parents are both Canadians. He attended Upper Canada College, a private boarding school in Toronto. While on vacation in London, England in the 70s, he attended his first professional theatre show, Oliver, which began his interest in acting. He started his career in comedic roles in the early 90s, gaining prominence in the film Encino Man. By the late 90s, he was cast in the Mummy franchise movies, solidifying his fame. Fraser revealed the physical demands of the stunts he performed in his movie roles eventually required him to undergo several surgeries over a period of time, including a partial knee replacement, a laminectomy, and vocal cord surgery. Amid his TV and film roles, he was inducted into Canada's Walk of Fame in 2006, making him the first American-born actor to receive the honor. Best Actress in a Leading Role. America's Sweetheart won the Best Actress Award for the 1929 film Coquette in the Second Academy Awards in 1930. And who was America's sweetheart? Well, none other than Canadian Mary Pickford, born Gladys Louise Smith in Toronto, Ontario. As well as being an actress, Mary was one of the founding members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, and with her actor-producer husband, Douglas Fairbanks, founded Pickford Fairbanks Studio and United Artists. Mary was the first Canadian to win an Oscar, the first Canadian actress to win an Oscar, the first Canadian to receive an Oscar nomination, and the first actress to receive a nomination for Best Actress. In 1975, she received the Honorary Academy Award in recognition of her unique contributions to the film industry and the development of film as an artistic medium.
For more than 3 generations of moviegoers, this is the face of the most popular woman in the world. This is the face of Mary Pickford. She had made more than 160 films before Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, a classic that established her forever as America's sweetheart. Her range as an artist is legendary. Perhaps no other actress anywhere has ever run the gamut of theater, from baggy pants slapstick of Poor Little Peppina to the romantic high comedy of Shakespeare's Shrew, a forlorn waif in rags, and both Duchess and Tomboy in Little Lord Fauntleroy, the tragic Madame Butterfly and the Slavey in Suds, and the Poor Little Rich Girl. She created a unique and personal film literature.
At the third Academy Awards held in 1931, another Canadian won Best Actress in a Leading Role. This was Norma Shearer for The Divorcee. Not only did she win the award, but was nominated for a second Best Actress in a Leading Role for the same year for the film Their Own Desire. This made her the first Canadian to receive multiple nominations at the Academy Awards. Norma was born privileged in Montreal, Quebec, and attended the Montreal High School for Girls and Westmount High School. Norma won a beauty contest at age 14. She was active on film from 1919 through 1942, often playing spunky and sexually liberated women. Norma Shearer was nominated a total of 6 times in an 8-year span for the Best Actress in a Leading Role award, with only the one win in 1930.
I'll forgive you anything, dear. Can't you please forgive me? When I try to look ahead without you, why, everything goes black. I love you, dear. I can't go on without you.
Well, you'll get along.
Marie Dressler was another Canadian Oscar winner for the 1931 movie Min and Bill at the 4th Academy Awards. Marie Dressler was born Layla Marie Kerber on November 9, 1868, in Cobourg, Ontario. She was a stage and screen actress, comedian, and early silent film star. Marie left home at age 14, building a career on stage in traveling theater troupes. In 1919, she helped organize the first union for stage chorus players. Her career declined in the 1920s, and she was reduced to living on her savings. But in 1927, she returned to films at the age of 59 and experienced a remarkable string of successes, including her Oscar-winning performance in Min and Bill.
How do you do? How do you do? I come to see Nancy.
Won't you sit down?
No, I can say what I got to say standing on my feet as well as I can sitting.
Nan!
Oh.
You've come for me.
Come for you, nothing. Oh.
How do you do?
How do you do?
We're so grateful to you for sending Nancy home. We think she'll be much happier here as time goes on.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
Nan,
Will you shut up?
While the Canadian women were sweeping up the Oscars in the early days of the awards, it took the men until 1947 to finally win an acting Oscar. Harold Russell took home the Best Actor in a Supporting Role for the drama The Best Years of Our Lives, about United States servicemen readjusting to civilian life after World War II. Harold Russell was born in North Sydney, Nova Scotia, but moved to the United States as a child. Harold enlisted in the U.S. Army during World War II, On June 6, 1944, while he was an Army instructor, a defective fuse detonated some explosives that he was handling. He lost both hands and was given 2 hooks. After his recovery, Harold was featured in Diary of a Sergeant, an Army film about rehabilitating war veterans. When a film director saw the movie, he cast Harold in The Best Years of Our Lives as a Navy sailor who lost both hands during the war. Harold was the first Canadian actor to win an Oscar and the first Canadian actor to win an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. He was also awarded an honorary Academy Award that same year for bringing hope and courage to his fellow veterans through his appearance in The Best Years of Our Lives. It was the only time in Oscar history that the Academy awarded 2 Oscars for the same performance.
Without me, you two would die here more miserable than rats.
Leave him alone. Can't you see that the old man's nuts?
You're so dumb you don't even see the riches you're treading on with your own feet.
1949 marked a win for Walter Huston as Best Supporting Actor for the film The Treasure of Sierra Madre during the 21st Academy Awards. Walter Huston was born in Toronto in 1883. As a young man, he worked in construction and in his spare time attended the Shaw School of Acting. He made his stage debut in 1902. In 1929, he journeyed to Hollywood, where his talent and ability made him one of the most respected actors in the industry. The Treasure of Sierra Madre was directed by his son John Huston. Walter was the patriarch of 4 generations of the Huston acting family, including his son John, grandchildren Angelica Huston and Danny Huston, as well as great-grandchild Jack Huston. The family has produced 3 generations of Academy Award winners: Walter, his son John, and granddaughter Angelica. Beginners is a romantic comedy drama film which earned Christopher Plummer his Oscar at the 84th Academy Awards in 2011, making him the oldest Canadian actor to win an award for Best Supporting Actor at age 82. Arthur Christopher Orme Plummer was born in Toronto in 1929. As a boy, he developed a love for theatre and began acting while attending the High School of Montreal. He learned the basics of acting as an apprentice with the Montreal Repertory Theatre. Christopher's career spanned 7 decades, gaining him recognition for his performances in film, stage, and television. Besides the 2011 Academy Award, he received 2 Tonys and 2 Primetime Emmy Awards. He also received a BAFTA, a Golden Globe, and Screen Actors Guild Award, as well as a nomination for a Grammy.
6 months later, my father told me he was gay.
I'm gay.
I remember him wearing a purple sweater when he told me this, but actually he wore a robe.
I'm gay.
He was gay the whole time they were married.
Hello?
Oliver?
Yeah.
They had some wonderfully loud music in the club tonight.
Music.
What kind of music's that?
Probably house music.
House music. Okay. House music.
For the best performance by an actress in a supporting role, the Oscar goes to Anna Paquin, the piano.
Canada's youngest and only winner of a Best Supporting Actress Oscar was Anna Paquin at the 1993 ceremony. Anna is a Canadian and New Zealand actress and holds a dual citizenship, born in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and raised in Wellington, New Zealand. Paquin made her acting debut portraying Flora McGrath in The Piano at the tender age of 11 and won the Oscar for her stunning performance. The Piano was just the beginning of a full career in film, television, and theater for Anna, who has worked consistently in the industry.
Mother says she can't stand to teach piano with it all out of tune. So I'm to do scales. I hope you scrubbed your hands.
What happened?
One day when my mother and father were singing together in the forest, a great storm blew up out of nowhere. But so passionate was their singing that they did not notice, nor did they stop as the rain began to fall. And when their voices rose for the final bars of the duet, a great bolt of lightning came out of the sky and struck my father so that he lit up.
I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a few things you can do to help support our channel. Give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and leave a comment. Please consider giving us a super thanks on YouTube or buy us a coffee so we can continue bringing you interesting content. Let us know if there is a Canadian story you would like us to cover in a future episode. For more videos about Canada, please subscribe and ring the bell icon to be notified of our next video upload.